All right, and now with the release of this banner, I'm actually super excited to talk about this Uryu as well. We're gonna bring out some characters that he might actually be competing against as well, because he like what I like is that these banners actually have dual killers, which is really cool. I hope that Caleb kind of picks up with that, because with the release of Guild, the way that Guild Quest is being released and handled with range, melee, and all that, I feel like newer characters for new players, they need to have dual killers in order to bring old new players up to par with the old players, and old players be able to at the very least have some fun with like the game at this point, right? So going into Uryu, his first strong attack is going to be the same as Spirits Are Forever With You, Kenpachi, Retsu, and if you're familiar with the Swimsuit Naliel, then Safui, Kenpachi, and Yoruichi. There we go. Safu Yoruichi mainly. If I talked about it in the last video, I'm going to assume that you didn't watch the Ichigo video, so I will be doing some callbacks to that, but I'll try to do my best to explain all that, as well as Chad. Now, for some reason in my brain, since Ichigo and Uryu, since Ichigo and Chad both got the damage inflicted plus 100%, the damage to non-afflicted enemies by 100%. I assumed that Uryu got it, but I forgot that he got full stamina damage boost instead, causing him to deal a bit less damage than I expected. So keep that in mind if you watch the Ichigo video. Going into the Uryu, obviously we're gonna fix this up. Going into the Uryu and Chad, follow. Well, we'll do Chad in a different video, obviously. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. I'm really, if you can't tell, I'm very hyped for these characters. Not because I think that they're like crazy broken, but like when they announced that we're getting a Bankai Live, I was really hoping for something like this in terms of the characters, not really the gameplay and all that. I could care less if they're broken. I care more about the design and how cool they look, and if they're playable / really good, and obviously they're really good. So Uryu, standard full screen, third strong attack. Second strong attack is going to be that homing vortex, right? Which it doesn't have the 960 AoE, so keep that in mind as well. And third is just standard full screen, nothing really special about that. And of course he has no status elements. So let's just get right into it and talk about this Uryu. Let me delete this. Boom, Uryu. Let's bring out this. Now I did do calculations on Ichigo versus Yoruichi and Nini. So let's do Uryu, and let's go against some characters that he might be competing against. So he has Soul Reaper and Captain Killer, so I'm only going to really bring up Soul Reaper enemies that he's going to be actually like trying to kill, like the regular PvE enemies. I don't really see him being all that crazy in any other content besides maybe obviously Captain's Week, because now he has Soul Reaper Captain Killer. So a ranged Soul Reaper Captain, I wonder if we've seen that before, Aizen. Okay, I wonder if he can actually like play well with others. I don't know, we'll see. Boom, Uryu. Okay, so let's take the Soul Reaper Killer, Ulquiorra. I don't think he competes. Yeah, I'd say he can compete with the Ichigo. Ichigo's gonna be a lot faster, but let's do that. I actually like this. So just like the Nini, Yoruichi, and Uryu, and Yoruichi, Nini, and Ichigo, we're gonna assume that we're gonna be taking the same approach in terms of links. All right, so let's actually bring this down here. Boom, boom, Uryu, Art Book Ichigo, and Art Book Ichigo is a tough ass because Art Book Ichigo is really good. Does Uryu have Frenzy 2? Right, he doesn't have Frenzy 2. Okay, so I guess this is gonna be a little more comparable. I was kind of hoping he had Frenzy +2, but I kind of goofed it. Let me do this. All right, so Uryu is going to be getting a Berserker of 60% base, full stamina damage boost of 20% base, and then Frenzy +1, and then the technique attribute Tech Sad 20%. So that's going to be on top of everything, which is really good. Obviously, when it comes to farming, this Uryu is going to be stupidly OP. The fact that they gave this character Droplet Drop, Link Slot Potions, and Super Link Slot Potions means that this character is designed for epic raids. This character is designed for Droplet Zone, Inheritance Zone, and Inheritance Trial, which is really good. Does he have Read All Dodge too? No, he doesn't. But he has Havoc, Sprinter +1, and Team Recover Stamina. Gets Poison Arena. I don't know why they didn't overtune him in Arena like they did Ichigo. Like, Ichigo didn't need Frenzy +3, but they did decided not to give Uryu Frenzy +2 in Arena. Come on, K-Lab. Come on, bro. Alright, so let's go to Art Book Ichigo, see what you got here. Berserker 60%, so same Berserker. And Frenzy +1. So the 25% full stamina damage boost right here is going to be assuming that for the T15, T20 skill, we're going to be giving them full stamina damage boost as well as weakened defense. Okay, so 45, 16, 61 plus 21. Yeah, so this is going to be the extra damage. This is including T20. I should type in including T20. Boom. All right, so Berserker 60%, Frenzy plus. You're already seeing the vast difference here. So let's like calculate everything in after the fact, right? Full stamina damage boost. This is going to go to 106%. Full stamina damage boost. Arpa Ichigo is going to be full stamina damage boost 86%. Berserker will go up to 80, and Uryu's Berserker will also go up to 80. Going into skills, this Ichigo does have the 750, but his is the vacuum explosion, which I personally don't really like as much as I like Nell's. But pretty much, I don't like it as much as I like Uryu's. Just because Uryu's does come out a lot quicker. This Ichigo does have the 960, which I do like a bit more than the homing vortex, like the raw homing vortex. If it was the 960 homing vortex, it'd be no competition, but I mean, it's not like that. And then they both have standard full screen third strong attacks. So very, very comparable in terms of their strong attacks, like in terms of the range, right? But Ichigo, I will say this, he does have Sprinter +2, and he does have Long Stride already onto the character, so you don't really need that like mobility as much as you might want that on top of this Uryu, okay? So let's actually take the raw numbers. Boom, boom. Looks like I'm getting messaged. Wait, hold up. I moved this here, and then I have the calculator over it like that. Perfect. All right, so base raw damage times 1.8 for the Berserker, times 2 for the Frenzy, times 1.86. 669 damage, 0.6. And then Uryu's is just going to go up by a lot, times 1.8 times... No. Damn it. I have a macro for specific numbers for work, and I accidentally pushed it. That's my bad. Times 1.8 times 2.06 times 2 times 1.2. So you'll see here already in terms of damage, he's already outpacing the Ichigo by quite a large margin. So when it comes to tech, this Uryu is going to be dealing more damage. Just keep in mind that if the enemy dies incredibly quickly anyways, usually this art book is going to be faster to clear just because we do have a lot of mobility. And I do think that mobility is incredibly important in Bleach Brave Souls because sometimes, more often than not, the enemies don't really have that much HP. Now for content like IT, though, art book Ichigo seems to be a very, very easy... a very, very common character to bring in for carries because a lot of people have him max transcended, or they'll bring Retsu, and this Uryu already has that Pierce Iron Skin, which is already really OP, and then he also has the link slots. He has the droplets outside of IT for droplet zone epic raids. So like I do see this Uryu being a little bit more worth working on. Just keep in mind, Art Book Ichigo is also a premium pool unit, so chances are you might get him 5/5 a lot sooner. So that might sway your that might sway you to go more towards that side. Uryu also has the healing link, which is really good for just team party. Like, dude, he's literally giving all your allies plus 20% strong attack damage. So even if you're running characters like Grimmjow and stuff like that, he's gonna actually help clear content, which is really good because Grimmjow's biggest issue for me is he doesn't have Disabler. And even though I think Grimmjow is an excellent character, Frenzy +2, weakening, 3000, the good 3000 length beam, like I think that this Uryu is going to be a lot nicer to have just because you're doing Pierce Iron Skin, right? So you don't have to concentrate on dealing with actually leaving a status element. You're just already dealing the damage. You have guard break already on the character, which is good. The bombardment is going to be actually really nice in terms of soul bomb. I don't really want to calculate this into calculate this versus the Ichigo because Ichigo has bombardment, but he also has this Ichigo also has weakening, so he's going to outpace in terms of that type of damage, even with the damage inflicted at full stamp 20%. So just keep that in mind. So Soul Bomb Ichigo wins. Regular PvE content, like obviously, like Uryu is just, dude, the farming potential on this character is just nuts. And even though, like, I do think it's funny thinking of Uryu's face on the farming dude with the shotgun on Dragon Ball Z, Like I'm just picturing just putting Uryu's face and him just standing there like, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he has the enhanced speed droplet drop. Damn. All right. Yeah, no, but overall, I do like this Uryu. I think they did a good job with him. I see a lot of people upset that we're getting another Uryu so soon. Guys, Uryu is literally episode 1. If you're mad that Uryu is going to be in the first banner when the anime comes back, when he's in the first episode and in the PV trailers and all the promotional videos, every single one, literally just shut the fuck up. Just shut up. You sound silly, man. You sound silly. And I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. The whole theme is going to be Quincy's and Sternritter. So if you don't like it, either way, I was going to say you're going to have to learn to deal with it. You're going to have to deal with it one way or another. If you want to quit the game because they're coming out with the banner and you're mad that they didn't come out with the Sternritter for the first banner of Thousand Year Blood War, of Bleach coming back, you're bugging, bro. I wouldn't even be surprised if the second banner has Orihime, Kisuke, and Rukia or something like that. Like, if we come out with the Thousand Year Blood War like remake on a Rukia, I would love that. Even if she doesn't have her Bankai state, I'd be completely fine with that. It would just suck because these characters are going to be limited. That's the only thing that I that's the only real negative that I personally like don't like. It's just that these characters are going to be limited, so chances are we're not going to be able to get them 5/5, or it's going to be incredibly hard to even pull them 1 out of 5 because at the end of the day, for premium pool characters, you can just run the point event like crazy and then you're be Gucci, and they made it better than ever for farming the point event. But yeah, that's my overall thoughts when it comes to it. I actually do like this Uryu a lot. I think they did a good job. Overall, I could see why people are upset that this banner isn't as flashy, but like for me at the end of the day, I actually just like a clean banner. For me, like I love clean banners, just like 3 characters, they make them good, the art is good, the special animations are clean. Like sometimes a clean banner for me is just better than just over the top all the time, because eventually I just get tired. Like if we got 7th anniversary Ichigo levels of animation every single banner, including like unhype ones like Hanataro and stuff like that, I don't know how I'd react, because it's like if it's always hype, then technically if everything is hype, nothing's hype, right? So I kind of like this toned down version while the characters are just OP while still being completely usable. I think that Uryu and Ichigo are probably the most future proofed. Chad, I feel like Chad can get phased out a little too early, but we'll talk about that in the later video. But for that, I'm gonna leave it there. As Grind will catch up with me. We'll say blessed, like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you like these kind of like candid, just format videos where I just chill, talk. I read all the comments when it comes to these discussion videos because I have a genuine interest in how you guys actually see these characters. For the most part, I see like the general majority of how do I put it? The vocal minority saying like just trashing on these characters, but they trash on everything. Like dude, the amount of times I see people trashing on every character, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sick of it. Just like I'm sick of like just how people are sick of me complaining about people being like complaining about everything, right? I mean, it is what it is. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this video. Thank you guys for staying to the end. I do appreciate it. Y'all have a blessed day. And if y'all want to watch the Chad video, it should be out maybe 20 minutes after. It'll be out by the time this video comes out. By the time you get to this point, if you're actually watching it and you're not watching it on ×2 speed, it'll probably be out. Stay blessed, y'all. See y'all in the next one. Peace.